Hello everyone, welcome to Weekly Current Affair Quiz. Let's start today's quiz. First question is, which of the following is true about the 𝐻𝐤 𝐏𝐤𝐻 tribes? They primarily inhabit the Himalayan region. They are found mainly in the northeastern part of India. They are a nomadic tribe spread across Central Asia, or they are concentrated in the southern part of India. The correct answer is option B. They are found mainly in the northeastern part of India. The 𝐻𝐤 𝐏𝐤𝐻 tribes are indigenous to the northeastern states of India, particularly in states like Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, and Assam. They have their own distinct cultural identities, languages, and customs. The term 𝐻𝐤 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐥𝐢 is an umbrella term covering several related tribes like the 𝐻𝐤 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐳, 𝐫𝐲𝐲, etc., who share common ancestry and cultural traits. Next question is, what is the maximum operational speed of Vande Bharat Express? 120 km per hour, 160 km per hour, 200 km per hour, or 250 km per hour? The correct answer is option B, 160 km per hour. The maximum operational speed of Vande Bharat Express is 160 km per hour, allowing for efficient and rapid travel between destinations. This speed makes it one of the fastest trains in India, ensuring passengers reach their destinations quickly and comfortably. Next question is, what is the primary focus of the Critical Minerals Summit? Sustainable energy solutions, environmental conservation, exploration of rare minerals, or agricultural innovations? The correct answer is option C, exploration of rare minerals. The primary focus of the Critical Minerals Summit is to explore and discuss the significance of rare or critical minerals, their extraction, and their role in various industries. Now moving on to next question. What is a Bambi bucket primarily used for? Transportation of passengers, firefighting operations, agricultural irrigation, or construction material lifting? The correct answer is option B, firefighting operations. A Bambi bucket is primarily used for aerial firefighting operations, where it is attached to helicopters and used to drop water onto fires to suppress flames and control wildfires. Next question is, when is World Intellectual Property Day celebrated? 26th April, 1st May, 4th July, or 15th October? The correct answer is option A, 26th April. World Intellectual Property Day is celebrated on 26th April each year to raise awareness about the role of intellectual property rights in encouraging innovation and creativity. Next question is, which ministry is responsible for managing centralized public grievance redress and monitoring system, that is CP-GRAMS, in India? Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Home Affairs, or Ministry of Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions? The correct answer is option D, Ministry of Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions. CP-GRAMS, that is Centralized Public Grievance Redress and Monitoring System in India, is managed by the Ministry of Personal, Public Grievances and Pensions. Next question is, which of the following best describes the orbit of asteroid 𝐤𝐤? It orbits the Earth, it orbits the Sun, it orbits Jupiter, or it orbits Mars? The correct answer is option A, it orbits the Earth. Asteroid 𝐤𝐤 has a unique orbit known as a quasi-satellite orbit, where it orbits the Sun, but its path is influenced by the gravitational pull of the Earth, making it closely follow the Earth's orbit. Therefore, it orbits the Earth. Next question is, which of the following is not a category recognized by the Green Nobel Prize? Conservation, climate change, sustainable development, or medical research? The correct answer is option B, medical research. The Green Nobel Prize, officially known as the Goldman Environmental Prize, does not recognize medical research. Its categories focus on environmental issues such as conservation, climate change, sustainable development, and other related environmental activism. Next question is, what is the main purpose of International Labour Day? Celebrating the achievements of workers, promoting international trade, recognizing outstanding employers, or advocating for workplace safety? The correct answer is option A, celebrating the achievements of workers. The main purpose of International Labour Day is to celebrate the achievements and contributions of workers worldwide and to promote workers' rights and social justice. Next question is, what was the significance of the supersonic missile-assisted release of torpedo, that is SMART test, in terms of warfare capabilities? It showcased India's capabilities in space warfare. It demonstrated India's ability to counter aerial threats. it enhanced India's anti-submarine warfare capabilities, or it highlighted India's advancements in cyber warfare? The correct answer is option C. It enhanced India's anti-submarine warfare capabilities. The SMART test significantly boosted India's ability to counter submarines, particularly in the Indian Ocean region. By successfully demonstrating a cutting-edge missile-based, lightweight torpedo delivery system, India showcased its advanced anti-submarine warfare capabilities. Next question is, what significant event occurred in Hong Kong related to virtual asset investment? Launch of Asia's first spot Bitcoin and Ether exchange, introduction of traditional ETFs by major fund managers, announcement of a ban on cryptocurrency trading, or opening of a new stock exchange for digital assets. The correct answer is option A. Launch of Asia's first spot Bitcoin and Ether exchange. The significant event in Hong Kong was the launch of Asia's first spot Bitcoin and Ether exchange, marking a milestone in the region's virtual asset investment. This event opens up new avenues for investors interested in cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin and Ether, providing them with more accessible and regulated trading options. Next question is, what status was granted to Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency by the Department of Public Enterprises? Miniratna, Maharatna, Navratna, or Ratna? The correct answer is option C. Navratna. The Department of Public Enterprises granted Navratna status to Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency, or IREDA. Navratna status is conferred upon premier public sector undertakings, empowering them to undertake significant investments of up to 1,000 crore without requiring approval from the central authority. This status signifies IREDA's importance and capability in the renewable energy sector. Next question is, what case led to the introduction of Article 31C into the Constitution? Keshwanand Bharti case, Bank Nationalization case, Minerva Mills case, or Rustom Kavasji Cooper case? The correct answer is option B. Bank Nationalization case. Article 31C was introduced in response to the Bank Nationalization case, where the Supreme Court struck down the government's attempt to nationalize banks, citing violation of property rights. Next question is, what was the primary focus of the Global Plastics Treaty negotiations held in Ottawa, Canada? Implementing a ban on single-use plastics globally, addressing the unsustainable production of plastics, developing alternative materials to replace plastics, or promoting plastic recycling initiatives worldwide? The correct answer is option B. Addressing the unsustainable production of plastics. The primary focus of the Global Plastics Treaty negotiations was to address the unsustainable production of plastics. Next question is, which countries have already banned the sale of popular Indian spices brands MDH and Everest due to quality concerns? China and Thailand, UAE and Malaysia, Hong Kong and Singapore, or Australia and Indonesia? The correct answer is option C. Hong Kong and Singapore. Hong Kong and Singapore have already banned the sale of popular Indian spices brands MDH and Everest after allegedly detecting carcinogenic chemicals in their products. Next question is, which vaccines have been associated with TTS? Pfizer and Moderna, Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca, Sinovac and Sinopharm, or Novavax and Covaxin? The correct answer is option B. Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca. TTS has been associated with adenovirus vector vaccines like AstraZeneca and Johnson & Johnson's Janssen vaccine. Next question is, when was the Antarctic Treaty signed and how many countries are currently party to it? Signed in 1991 with 28 countries currently party to it. Signed in 1959 with 56 countries currently party to it. Signed in 1983 with 20 countries currently party to it. Or signed in 1961 with 42 countries currently party to it? The correct answer is option B. Signed in 1959 with 56 countries currently party to it. The Antarctic Treaty was signed in 1959 and there are currently 56 countries party to it. Next question is, what is the primary aim of the Street Vendors Protection of Livelihood and Regulation of Street Vending Act? To eliminate street vending in urban areas, to regulate the sale of street food, to protect and regulate street vending in cities, or to impose fines on street vendors for unauthorized vending? The correct answer is option C. To protect and regulate street vending in cities. The Act aims to protect and regulate street vending in cities by acknowledging the role of street vendors and providing mechanisms for their regulation and livelihood protection. Next question is, which spacecraft's instruments were used by the research team to understand the origin and distribution of water ice on the moon? ISRO's Chandrayaan-2, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, ESA's Rosetta, or NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter? The correct answer is option D, NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. The research team used instruments on board the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter for their study. Last question is, what term is used to refer to the missionaries who came to Goa in the 16th century? Jesuits, Franciscans, Augustinians, or Paulists? The correct answer is option D, Paulist. Historian Prajal Sakhardande explains the missionaries who came to Goa in the 16th century were followers of St. Paul, hence the term Paulist. So that's all for today. Do share your scores and reviews about the program. Thanks for watching. For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.